Welcome back to this installment of the Land of Work and Joy podcast. I'm your host, Mr. K, my co-host, St. J, and the mystery voice, 007.
One, two.
What's up, man? You right?
I'm good, brother. I'm good.
Okay. Good to have you on the show again, man. St. J, right?
I'm good, man. My name is 00807.
8.
Yeah, so you should have said
He
that.
done messed it up. Nah, but it's cool, man.
And the brother James Bond.
Brother James Bond.
Yeah.
Our fellow podcaster, Mr. Blessed, is not here today. He's out there doing some hustles.
Doing some
in
runnings.
the land of work and joy, working as he should. Yeah. But we're back again. Let's get into it. Yeah, so our first topic is very, very interesting. This one I brought it for the guys. Guy, you know, as a guy in life, man, kachati. Upita mvintu.
Pita mumuliro.
You know, go through a lot. Challenges.
Ati mumuliro nshule pita mo. Ninji vintu hivyo.
Challenges in life. You know? So this is a very interesting story. So let me just read it out for you so that you guys can get the gist of what is happening.
Yeah.
So a young Ugandan woman by the name of Fortunate Kunda been sentenced to 6 months in prison for refusing to marry a businessman, and rather 6 months in civil prison for refusing to marry a businessman who sponsored her education since 2015. They started dating in 2015. In 2018, they had an agreement that they'll marry, and the man decided to sponsor everything about her. Okay? In 2026, the woman said no to his proposal, and the man took the matter to court. After presenting evidence beyond reasonable doubt, Rukungiri District Court found that the young woman was guilty and sentenced her to 6 months in prison. Evidence showed the man has been taking care of her for 11 years till she graduated.
Dang.
Okay, was this dude making like spreadsheets? Like,
Yeah. Like what kind of...
yeah, because like, how do you prove that he was sponsoring it?
Yeah.
Or maybe they used mobile money records, or it was bank transactions he always used to do.
But I think he had records, huh? Because for him to win that case, he should have
that's
like
crazy.
had
That's just
proof.
being malicious.
Had proof of 11 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
The hell?
He definitely had spreadsheets, man.
You know, like I can
Fortunate I got
like
spreadsheets.
Spreadsheets to
I
Savannah. One
I don't
Samsung Chanchanuko.
you know.
One Brazilian weave.
Bro, I don't think this man, the time that he met, or even in 2015, like how old was the man? Like he should have been.
Okay, so the age difference here, it says
60,
she's in her mid-30s. The woman is in her mid-30s, and this man is 60. It's twice her age.
Yeah.
Those
So
people
even the
about
time
30
that he
when
was,
born. Yeah.
even the time that he met her, she was probably like young.
No, she was, yeah.
So, like,
she's
the
always been
time-
30 years younger than him.
Yeah.
So she's seen him, girls like, this man, abana bakula. Yeah. Abana bakula.
You mean?
Nala musanga kofi. Obviously, she's like, so maybe she's probably seeing like, oh, maybe he's parental. Like, this man is like just been taking care of me, man. Call you father now. Should I call you dad? Like, bruh, 11 years. That's a long time.
Hey,
That's a long time.
that's crazy. 11 years to sponsor like just a chick, man.
Shit.
That's a long time, man.
I'll be interested to see if he got kids. You know,
Yeah,
some dude,
yeah,
you find
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
he's never even sponsored his own kids. But he's there with the chick, busy. 11
And then
years.
that's the thing, you know. But then, all in all, I don't think someone should be jailed for
that.
even 6 months.
Yeah.
I think the least that they can do to just create awareness is just like 1 month, and then that 1 month should just be like community service. So people should just like, okay, no, we're just setting an example now. So like, this is, you know, it's
crazy, man. Like I don't like personally. I think somebody getting arrested for that, man. Wapanga promise kumuntu. No, I promise you. Then they arrest you. Bro, that's crazy. Because it's not just women who promise to marry men. It's also
Goes
men
vice
who promise
versa.
to marry women, you know. Like there are some Marios you find the woman, you know she's there taking care of you and you promise to marry her, but things happen.
And when you get
Feelings change.
Yeah,
You know,
feelings
it's not like
change.
you're a robot and you just decide, whatever. And it's not a marriage where like you commit and you know there are certain channels you go through and what's this. This is just a verbal agreement.
Yeah.
And my challenge with that is, okay, maybe I think you had a certain point you had on it.
Okay.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on that?
I
before
think
we get into
Richard should have known better.
Mm-hmm.
These promises that we make, like, look, my point is, a person, when you make an honors agreement, like, yo, man, I'm gonna hook you up with 1 million.
Mm-hmm.
You follow it up. Your word is your bond.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like that in the modern days. Like, not
Yeah,
everybody's gonna be. Everybody's got different motives.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
come on, Fortunate looked at this guy, is like, yo, man, I think this is my ticket out of here. I need to get my education on. I sort myself out. For Richard, he's like, oh, damn, this is a nice girl. I can do this stuff. But hey, man, like you said in your preamble, this guy's like, I've got spreadsheets. I'm gonna put a list.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get her. So maybe we should even check out like what this guy's background is. Maybe he's an accountant.
Maybe.
Check out.
So this guy knew his numbers from the tip. For him to come up with this figure is like, come on, man, like.
Yeah.
And then he wanted like $4,000 up front. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
because
I
I mean, it's not-
approximately, he spent $3,700,
Yeah.
which is the equivalent of 14 million Ugandan shillings.
Yeah.
Muno Mozambique to Uganda, like maybe about 80 pence. So. Correct me if I'm wrong, but somewhere there about just an estimate.
Yeah, it's an
or
estimate.
3,000, huh? 3,700. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, again, let's just look at these details here. Let's look at them very carefully. Like, Fortunate here, it's a diploma. Yeah, so Fortunate is like, yo, man, you're gonna charge me for a diploma, man. I mean, what about a degree? Like, what about a degree? But anyway, these things keep flashing up on our podcast. Remember, like last time we were talking about how these podcasters are getting shafted.
Yeah.
I think it's all about writing up like deals.
Yes.
This guy, if it was on paper and this chick signed, then obviously the judge
You would have a case.
Yes, he would have a case. But I mean, for them now to base it on the fact that no, he said, she said.
Yes.
It's a bit unfortunate.
It becomes tricky.
Look, yeah, it's just a bit crazy that this went through.
Yeah.
Because already, as it is, if we think about it, this has set precedents. It means that anyone out there in the Ugandan sphere
Yeah.
who has an issue based on a promise that they made, they can actually
to court,
take
yes.
to the court. Like, yo, man, I promise, you promised me that you're going to do this.
Straight to an
And that's my issue. You see, it becomes problematic because we're people, man. Human nature, if we have a fear, people will lie. And where it's two people, fear, it's just two people. It becomes difficult to establish the truth because it's your word against mine.
Against mine, yeah.
To say, oh, I promised him. Because the girl could have easily said, no, when did I ever promise you?
Exactly.
Me, I always said to you that we're just dating. From the beginning, I told you.
True.
You know, so I don't know where this is coming from and whatnot.
But then again, considering this guy was pumping on his mind, he's also looking at who he knows and what power or influence he has.
Yeah.
That's why this has even gone through. Because this guy must have just like, watch, I'll teach you a lesson.
But how repulsive must he be for her to opt for jail rather than just pay him back?
I mean, he didn't get
Like, she doesn't think, like, if she chose jail over, like, you don't think you're going to touch,
bro, it's over.
you don't
for
think you're
man.
going to touch $4,000? What did you go to school for? You don't think you're going to touch $4,000?
But it's not $4,000. Like, it's a small amount. That's $4,000.
I understand, I understand that. I've read like it's $4,000,
But I think
4,000.
it's not even a case about the money. She just don't like the man.
She don't like the
He's
guy,
60
man.
years old.
Yeah.
It's not attractive to her. She's got a paper. She's got options now.
Yeah, she's got options now.
It's very telling. Like, I think from the get go, like this chick didn't like this guy.
No, she didn't.
No, she went in there for a clear mission to say, yo, man, I gotta get my stuff sorted out. And then he didn't get it.
Yeah.
And then when the rejections starts rolling in, this gentleman's like, damn, man, I'll burn you. Like,
I want my stuff
I'll
back.
show you.
And this is what I've been saying.
Yeah.
I think here the big problem is this. When we look at this situation, right? This chick is in Uganda.
Yeah.
most African countries, for most of the part, our economics are similar. Most people are struggling.
Yeah.
So the way I read this situation, I don't think this is a girl who comes from a wealthy family, right? She's probably, you know, from a family where things are a bit difficult to get by. Then, two, she didn't go out to look for this man. This man is the one who probably saw and said, I can get on Kamusha. Let me, you know, see how I can get my arrangement with her. And the money now becomes like leverage for him because then he's using it to get the woman.
Yeah.
But you see, the woman from the get-go never liked him.
Yeah.
You know, she's in a tricky financial position. So she's only saying it to save herself. I mean, chula, like, what do you think I'm going to do? No, honestly speaking, let's
But
be
this
honest.
chick, 11 years.
No, let's be
11
honest.
years, she pretended for 11 years.
Bro, let's be honest. You
yeah.
don't have the money, what chula.
Yeah.
Then somebody comes and says, for saying, a woman says, oh, you na fiance, I'll give you everything that you need. Not just your whole family. You know, your parents have no work, and you know how it is in the African
Poverty,
setup. You know, maybe one parent is ill, maybe even just the parents are dead. You are the lone sibling looking after your youngins, and they have to go to school.
Yeah.
Then somebody comes and gives you that off. Say, I'll take you to school if you marry me. Are you going to say no? There are no other opportunities there inside.
I mean, there's also more to it, man, because I think this guy is also not sharing the full story.
Yeah.
Richard could be married.
Yes.
Richard could have other potential like
Suitors.
Which Fortunate was she was privy to. She knew this stuff through the 11 years. Because I mean, some people just accept this shit. Like,
But Richard, sorry, you can go on.
Yeah. Because I mean, like this Fortunate chick, she must have seen like, okay, this guy is like jumping all over the show, pinpointing. Because some of these men are like creatures of habit.
Yeah.
They busy targeting specific women continuously, and then they become the hunted. Where these chicks like Fortunate are like, I'll sort this one out. I mean, look at this thing where you see the price of freedom. The choice was to serve jail time rather than marry this guy. So she's like, hey, man,
Are you serious?
whatever, man. Yeah.
Pay back the money or do
go
your
to
6
jail.
months.
Nah, she just didn't have the go up. She didn't have the racks.
I don't think she just wanted to marry.
Nah. She didn't like this guy, man.
Who in this world is accepting jail time?
Bruh, like, again,
And the female, for that matter.
Think of it, because it's like $4,000 again. What I saying?
But you know,
issue again. You don't have the go up you accept, but also even the other guy. Like, on what grounds can you marry? Like, what grounds is she going to marry that guy? They've already had this guy tiff and whatnot.
yeah.
You know, but I think it comes back to the thing that I've been saying. Guys, there's a certain type of guy out there. You know, I think in Ngola lacking a experience, there's a certain type of guy who, because you don't have the game to approach women or to get women, you use money or material possession.
Of course. Yeah.
So when you present yourself like that, people will respond to you, but it's not you they're responding to as per se. It's the material stuff they're responding to. Once you take the material stuff or the money out the picture, it's gone. You know, so even with this man, like, the girl never liked him.
Yeah,
She needed what he had, and she saw it as a way out. Logically, as I think any person in a situation, I'm assuming, a situation like that would. But this guy thought, oh, this money is going to keep this. No, bro. She never liked you, but because you got no game.
you know that, like.
Yeah, she never liked him, bro. Like, why did he have to approach her with all that money and stuff?
And she's a good pretender.
You know,
11 years. 11 years,
Bro,
bruh.
yeah,
This was, bruh, 2015.
Bruh, even me, I can. So
Hey!
let me get what I have to get. Let me get my papers. Let me make sure my siblings is right, my family is right.
Hey,
Educate
bruh.
the whole family. Once you're done, peace, nigga.
This one can join MI6, man.
Yeah, it's also a crack.
Because you know what I'm
Like,
thinking about now.
yeah.
Because I'm thinking ahead for her. Like you know, everything sounds okay when you're in this thing. Oh, I can do that time and stuff like that. But then like now, what she has is like it's a convict on her name now.
Yeah, it's a record.
Now, like, how's she going to travel if she needs certain businesses to be done? She's got business. How's she going to travel? So, like, how's she going to you know, yeah, convict sometimes until you start doing certain things and then, like, you're restricted somehow.
Okay,
If
no,
even,
I
you know,
get it, but I think even in that case, they could always ask what the details of the situation were. And
Yeah,
so
right.
somebody looks at that, it's like, what? You got arrested for that?
Yeah, like,
you know,
what?
it's like one of those, not a major record. It's different, like if we say, okay, fraud,
Oh, yeah,
or something. That's a big
Man.
True. Yeah.
I'm just looking at it like, anyway.
But at the end of the day, guys, just have game. Don't go out there and start approaching
Using
people
material
with money.
things.
They don't like you. They like the money.
Yeah.
So approach people minus the money. Use your game.
Yeah.
Why don't manga mwana Bluetooth signal is connected successfully?
Successfully. That's when you can
Yes, then
check
now,
out the racks.
But even, no, bro, no.
At some point, racks have. Hey, at some point, racks have to work, man.
Yes, at some point, but you like after no.
Yeah.
No, cool down with the money, dog. Cool down. Not
down,
everyone
man.
should have access to your money.
To the money, eh?
Yeah, you've worked hard for that, bro. Why should somebody just
You know, the word on the
And
streets is
also,
just like,
the
yeah.
advice would be try to find somebody also who is also just financially independent.
Yeah.
So that even to
So you
avoid
don't really
certain
have to
things,
think about
Because
those
even,
things.
even like I say, OG, a rich name.
Rich,
Like,
I
why
do.
couldn't you just find a woman who already admire?
Yeah.
Or at least she was working so that you don't have to sponsor.
It was
Mr.
easy, it was
Richard.
an easy target for Richard.
Mr. Richard.
That's the thing. It's
Because
an
he's
easy
older
target.
than, but I'm saying, that's what I'm telling you, that there's more to this story. There's other angles and a whole bunch of stuff.
Anyway, Mr. Richard, it's unfortunate that your
Fortunate.
Yeah, like what can we call her? She was just like the girlfriend at that point. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
11 years girlfriend.
Yeah.
Disappointed you in that way. So what we're saying is that the number one thing is that maybe she might not have loved you like you thought.
Yeah.
And so because for you to drag the relationship 11 years from 2015, that's a long time. That's like wasting
He
time.
was in a program, bro.
She's wasted his time. So
No,
maybe
no.
they've wasted each other's time.
No.
Yes, they've wasted each other's time.
He wasted his
Oh,
Bruh,
he
okay,
wasted two
here's
things,
my
eh?
thing, here's my
He
thing.
wasted two things.
Yeah, he wasted his time and his money. You
And
sick-
time is money.
You 60 years old, bro. How long have you lived on earth to have experiences to know better?
To
than
know,
that?
yeah, to know better, you know.
If it was a guy who's like maybe in his 30s or even 20s, I would have a bit more understanding. But you 60, dog, you a sucker for that.
Nah, don't go with him like that.
No, never. I've got no sympathy for such things.
You know, just like he said,
Well,
huh?
60 years old, you don't know how these things go.
You know, just
Come
like
on, dog.
you know, Mr. K, just like Double O
I
said,
think
huh?
somebody needs to sponsor him some education so that he knows how to.
Like you need to go back that route. You know, just like
You've
Double O
gone-
8 said, huh?
Bro, you've gone savage on this guy.
I
man.
know,
Poor
Mr. K has
Richard,
gone
man.
wild on him. He's gone. It's crazy business.
Nah,
Just
no.
like Double O said that. Sorry,
yeah.
just before you say something,
go,
like that thing where you said something before. You said maybe back then, people used to like own up for their word.
For their
So
word,
he thought
yes.
like, hey, yeah, now like I've talked to you. She understands.
Yeah.
We live in.
But that's problematic. Bro,
He thought
'cause it's
about
his
it
word
like that.
against hers.
Yeah. So it's just taken out of
It's
context.
flimsy. That's why there are written contracts.
No,
Yeah.
but that's why.
He was. Okay,
Oh,
sorry.
go on. You go.
Like, this dude is like on some other levels, like ridiculousness.
Yeah.
So he had the wisdom enough to
Pay for
have
her school.
proof that he was sponsoring her, but he had no wisdom to have a written agreement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
You know, that's why nangumule upana pachupo pa ya padi bakon mwasaina.
Yeah.
You know, you might not go to civic center or whatever, but even in church, they give them those thingies where you
An
sign.
agreement,
Yeah.
So that there's a record say these people agreed to this arrangement.
That's right.
Like
So it's not from
Even
without,
traditional, they are witnesses. So balilipira kwaka balitwale mbale balichitana nkani. So that in the event of anything, there's a record saying, oh, these people actually got into this. agreement.
That's right.
Richie, man, you 60, dog.
That's why you could be in trouble if but we got that with a married woman and the husband wants to take you to police.
Yes,
He's
You're
got that.
interfering.
You're interfering. That can happen, right? So that's the reason why that right way like
Right.
so
guys.
kakaraga
Not
contracts
sure about
kakaraga kuya
So
kuna
in
ngabari
short,
kateki
you're
nanga
saying
gariwa.
Richie should have had a written agreement, yes.
No. What I'm saying is he's old enough. You shouldn't even have gone that route.
Yeah.
He's 60 years old. You're telling me he hasn't heard of those stories. He
No.
thought he was better than all them dudes who got shanked.
No, but I mean, you made a point earlier. You were saying that some people are not fortunate enough to have the game.
Yeah.
There ain't people who have game like you, bruh.
But at 60,
Yeah, and you still never got the game, bruh.
At 60,
He got played.
but nah, his game.
If that happens to you at 60, you deserve what you get.
Oh man, you are so unforgiving, bruh. Like, bruh.
Stuff shouldn't happen to you in the 60s, man. People go to check. This man was.
One thing I can guarantee you will never hear me in a case like that. Now, this spawn someone. And then I even go and complain about it at 60.
Yeah.
I'll just shut up and take the L if that happens.
Yeah,
You just take the L.
Because
like-
I should have known better.
Yeah, and I don't think he was married because if you're a married man, you cannot take that lady
No,
to
you
court.
cannot.
Because now,
No, but,
why?
but I think also his game caught up to him though, because he's been playing this shit for too long.
Yeah.
But that 60 years of wisdom eluded him.
Just to add up on this, there's that American rapper, is it Lil Baby?
Yes.
He also said something like, I'm not looking forward to have somebody who we sign a contract and stuff. So like I'm already bringing money on the table. It's like 10 mil.
Yes.
Yeah, before we start, like it's 10 mil on there, so that we don't sign anything like that. It just goes on like that. So whenever happens, you don't come and get half of my wealth, man. So for him, he says there's a contract that, of course, I signed a contract based on whatever it is, but it's just 10 mil on the table for that person who comes on that like that. So like I'm thinking like, oh okay, you're right. Why? No, you should go check it up. It's there on the like.
Like I'm a prenup again.
Yeah.
See, okay, in the event that we separate, it will separate in this way. The direction of how things
should go.
Yeah.
But that's Mr. Richie. Damn, homie. Should have known better.
Brother, you are so unforgiving.
Yeah, so unforgiving.
Yeah.
At 16, we shouldn't be tolerating such.
So now my sister has to spend 6 months, 6 months in prison.
Yeah.
My sister has to spend 6 months in prison
It's a 6.
because the big man, she could.
be out in no time.
Nah, man, she's supposed to be getting that go up right now. She's done with her school.
Yeah,
Yeah?
but you see, at least she went through the hard part. She got her papers and the sponsorship.
And she was still
She had 11 years of a good time.
Hey, and now she's going to be labeled like a convict.
Yeah.
With 6 months.
Yeah, that's something she's ready to take, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I guess she was
Once
ready
she's,
to take
the
that.
jail.
I guess she was ready to take that.
Yeah, but then let's move to our next topic.
Alright.
Damn, Richie, man, come on, dude.
Yeah.
Guy, man. You're still burning Richie, man.
Richie,
Don't burn
man.
him like that.
Okay, so now we move on to our second issue. The Senanga teachers.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So there's a case which happened a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Where a student is recorded, he's seen like it was all over social media. He's seen like he's I think in that video he seems to be in the headmaster's office.
Yeah.
And he's kind of ranting and talking to the headmaster, and there's other people in the room. I'm assuming they're the teachers.
Yeah.
And he's going on a rant, and he's speaking Sidozi.
Yeah.
I know a bit, but I'm not too conversant like with what he was saying in there.
Right.
But somebody. I have a Lozi colleague who was saying, he was being insolent. He was insulting the teachers. And he was alleging that the teachers had assaulted him.
Yeah.
So that went viral on social media, and people were up in arms like, yo, how do they do this to this young boy? This is not right. They're infringing upon his rights. Because according to the young man, allegedly, he says the teachers assaulted him. Okay, 4 teachers or so descended on him, decked him, coffee. They hammered some good physical harm on him.
Yeah.
Come on.
And so he was lamenting about that, and that's how he went into that whole insolent rage. But the teachers, I don't know if the teachers were recording, but somebody was recording that whole incident in there. Yeah. So now, fast forward, we have the situation now where these teachers have been arrested. Okay, it's 4 class teachers who have been arrested.
Yeah.
So on March 25th, 2026, police arrested the head teacher and 4 class teachers. Okay,
Yeah.
for assaulting the particular juvenile who was in the video. So now this has also ignited like a response from teachers where like
Other teachers, yeah.
yeah, other teachers who are not too happy about this because they're saying, is this what it's come to now?
Yeah.
So the sentiment from most of the teachers is like, this whole move is kind of killing teachers' authority in classrooms. It's killing the aspect of discipline that teachers should be allowed to have on students. What this would do is that to make students more brazen and brave to go out there and just, do what they want, basically with no reprimand.
Yeah.
So now most teachers are like, now it looks like it's a dangerous thing for us. If your kids are in discipline, they're behaving a certain way, that discipline part now is on you. Us
That's
will just
on
be
you.
watching.
Yeah.
So that's the sentiment that is going around. But what are your thoughts on this whole issue?
Well, this is very unfortunate, obviously. These people got arrested. But I think there's like an escalation process. When a student is being unreasonable,
Yes.
there's ways to tender to it. I've heard like certain scenarios where, where like the student is being difficult, and when it reaches that max level, the teacher doesn't have to initiate in physical confrontation or doing all these weird things that they thought was the way to go. You call in the authorities, and this kid is shepherded out, sorted out by maybe social services,
Yes.
police, Zambia police, in that sense. That's like there are one-off instances like that. So that at least the authority for the teacher is not obviously taken away. I think the reaction, obviously, obviously you need to look at it from so many different angles.
Yes.
Yes, the teacher has that authority, but there's also ways with which they manage students that are a bit dodgy like that.
Yeah, because that's what the argument has been with this whole thing. Say, no, he's a delinquent juvenile,
Yes.
he's unruly, he
Yes.
disrupts class and
Yes,
whatnot.
and then on the parents also, I mean, there's a tendency of certain parents who just feel like the school is what needs to discipline children. No, I mean, discipline starts from home.
Yes.
Remember, there's an old saying, it takes a village to raise a child. Now, what that sentiment means is every one of us has the right to just chip in. If you see this kid from the bat, from zero, they're doing weird things, you always have to say, don't do that. Don't do this. By the time they reach a certain level, in this case, that kid, when they reach that level, at least they know better to say,
I'm glad you raised that point.
Yeah.
Because, when we were growing up, that's what the case was. I remember times where you're playing with your friends, parents, if you're soccer, board, and I pee up.
Yes.
You're there, and then, you think you are alone there playing.
Yeah.
You start busy cussing whilst playing the game and whatnot. Then one of the parents just sees you and says, oh, so now you've said it, what's this?
Exactly.
Right then you're disciplined. And they even say, I'm also even going to tell your parents.
Yes.
So you get a double ballocking,
Yes, a double, yes.
Yeah, but those are the times that we grew up in. I think the reality now is a bit different.
Yeah.
In my opinion, what I've observed is certain parents are the problem also.
Yes.
Not just that they think discipline should be at school, but certain parents think no one else should discipline their children
Other
except
than
them.
themselves is.
Yes, and some parents think their children can do no wrong. So you have situations where, just imagine today, you find kids on the street misbehaving or doing some nonsense, and you try to discipline that child.
That's right.
Let the parent of that child hear that.
Yeah.
See the drama that you'll get in.
Yeah, they'll come for you.
Yeah. Sometimes, and these are the things sometimes that teachers go through. And this is not a uniquely Zambian thing. Even in the States, there's a teacher was complaining, you're saying their child had I've forgotten what exactly the child did, But the teacher wrote to the parent and said, "Oh, we'll have to send your child home because he did A, B, C, and D.
Yeah.
Everything was outlined." Then the parent writes back to complain, like, "No, why do you think you should do that? And what's this and what not?"
That's right.
And this teacher can't understand because everything has been outlined in the document,
Yeah,
and
it has,
it's
yeah.
according to school procedure. But when he looks at the letter written by the parent, the spellings are off, the grammar is also equally off.
That's right.
Yeah.
But there's the problem right there. Isn't it?
Yeah, you know.
The ignorance of the parent in the first place.
Yeah. So you do have, so that I think that's one big problem also. Parents, that's one of the problems. Parents don't want anybody, like they think no one else should discipline their kids, and they think their kids they can do no wrong. Then the other element also is the parents themselves are not disciplining these children.
Yeah.
You know, so the school on some end, it kind of also gives them that added benefit of say, okay, this chap is unruly, but the school also provides a certain level of like discipline. Say, no, you can't do that. And I think a child needs a certain level. They need a level of discipline. You can't just have a child out there doing anything and everything.
No.
You know, but on the other hand, again, it's unfortunate that the teachers thought they should have to use fists. Because I don't understand that. Because I remember when I was at school,
Yeah.
like you said, there was a procedure.
There's procedure, yes.
The way things would be done at my school, okay, I won't mention the name, but the school that I went to, secondary school, those might be other,
school.
those might be other legal issues.
Oh,
One of the
okay.
schools I went to, I'll just say that.
Yeah.
The way it used to be was like, there was a process.
Yeah.
They never used to physically like beat students.
Okay.
Yes.
Maybe one or two teachers might slap you around here and there, but it wasn't like, oh, that was the main thing.
Yeah.
What they used to use predominantly at our school was punishment. So you go, you do some form of physical labor.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you
That's how I
you are
know
an
it.
offender, what's this? You go, you watch taco slash.
That's right.
You know, they'll tell you to dig
Dig a
trenches,
holes, yeah.
or you go work kuma gardens. There was chicken runs, chicken runs, or the pig styes,
Yes.
that type of thing.
That's right,
So
yes.
depending on the offense, the punishment would differ. Then where the behavior becomes excessive, or especially where it's disruptive to other students,
CP.
That's right.
suspension,
Yes.
Oh,
suspension or expulsion.
Yes.
But before that, they would probably give you a CP, right?
What do you mean CP?
Call your parents, like first and you.
Well, in certain cases, but
Yeah, yeah.
like I'm saying, if it becomes disruptive, because no man, I'm booked to disturb Baba no.
Yeah,
You're disturbing the process, then you're
So,
not fit to
suspend
be in the school.
you
Yeah.
first.
So even like for that boy, I would think, okay, for them to say no, he was like this and like this and like, it means he's been repeat offending for
The
a while.
repeat offender is.
So with each offense he committed, there should have been escalation levels.
Yes.
Say, how come Beyonce you are found in this?
That,
So at each point should have been, and at that point where they say, okay, this guy now has become like this,
and you
there should have been one, suspension. If he now just becomes unmanageable, get out of the school, man. Why should we keep you?
exactly.
Yeah, so there's no need for you to get yourself in all those police or physical, like with a student like that. Because you see, in Afuti, the reality there that you have to understand. If you youth, if my students, if Mukasebana, you get decked by a student, then what?
Yes. Then what?
But that kid, like that's a kid.
No. There's some kids who are not kids.
That kid, the guy that was in the office.
Yeah.
That's I don't even. So I was thinking like, punches. How was that happening?
Exactly. Yeah. No, but like we're saying, there's procedure and process.
Yeah.
If this guy is a repeat offender, you know that the next time you've written down, oh, you want, I think problem. 10 to escalate 2 years so. Like you were saying, if parents have to be called in, like, hey man, what's the deal?
What's the deal?
Your
Usually
youngin is behaving in such a manner. What's the catch? And the parent can't even now interject and say, yeah, but you're supposed to. No, even you
have a responsibility.
Because it's a two and two.
Yes.
Ergo, the saying, it takes a village to raise a child. So everybody has an input in there.
Yeah.
So that guy was an issue from the get. So for them to now reach a level of being physical at the end of the day, then yes, it was like no. It became personal.
Yeah. I think it became personal.
It became
It crossed the
personal, like,
It
professional
was just
line.
like, you were?
Like he went.
Yes.
You're telling me that.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know how some of these youngsters can be insolent.
Yeah.
F you.
See,
This is again
unruliness, you know.
This is again where I was. The failings of our society has always thought that being physical is power. It's not power. There is no power in physicality. Why, if the person now gets used to that physical thing, what's the next step?
What's the next
What's
step?
the next step?
Eh,
So it's more mental.
yes.
It's a mental. Start from the mental. The guy, my guy, what's the issue?
Yeah.
If you still can't break through to this individual, then you obviously have to find other avenues.
Yeah. Like
And-
I also,
and-
sorry.
you can go.
All right. So I just wanted to like add up like a scenario that also happened for me. How I also learned like the hard way. The time I was like in grade school.
Yes.
You know, like the other schools that when you're at a school, I was at it was a
Catholic,
Catholic
sister
school.
school,
You know, it was run by sisters. You know, so there's something that I did, and then you know they were like, no, not here. Like, yes, we're going to call your parents, but even if like I don't think you belong. What here? You did that here.
What did you do?
Was the
man?
issue? The issue went to the police. They never wanted to be.
Hey, bro, what you do, man?
Like, yeah. Now, like if I start mentioning, I put that to share umfane pakura. I nenda share umfane pakura. And you know,
This man is a Senanga.
it was a situation. I don't even know whether I should mention that, but like you know, it was. You know, at that point I was young, but then and then Jackson, you always do sports and you're always in these things going on. Why this?
Yes.
You saw them, they didn't even want to, like, thought like that's just above them, and then they didn't know how to police it because the police had come there and stuff. So they just said, you know what, like, yeah. So so this issue was not even talked at the school. With the police, police. So by the no, I think it's not even suspension. He's not even just supposed to come back to school. This guy, and then you're thinking like, then I'm in grade 9, man. I'm supposed to write like then. Now you start giving your
Now
parents
you start
challenge now, starting to go. Before I don't be school kumbi. Because you're in that year now. You're supposed to write that grade 9. So. I don't know, can you just like fit him in somewhere so that he gets to write that? So like, you know, certain things, you know, like like at some point it's all good, but then you meet the fate, and then it's just going to be there like it's not even like CP watch, but if you want, you can call your parents, they can be in attendance, but we've made up our minds. You've been a good student, but we have to let you go. That's how it goes.
but this is what I was saying. That I think like our schools just need to incorporate like social services to these things. So where you have an individual is behaving in some type of way, there is some kind of guidance where they need to sit and reflect on their actions. Because I feel like our society is not pumping our kids more with like, okay, the reason you are getting this is because of this. So like responsibility and accountability in our actions as children. So I don't know, man.
Yeah, no, we need to do better.
And then you see the way it is now here. The feds haven't even like put like they've just said, okay, they have arrested these people. But they are not adding a whole framework of why it has gone through this situation.
Why have we reached this level?
Like
so
that,
because here it should be in part like firstly the Home Office there needs to sit with the Ministry of Education like okay, it should not have escalated to this point. We need to incorporate so many measures for our kids now to have that stability, to which they need to be accountable for their actions. Not all these. I mean, these are like when you hear 4 teachers or head, that's a family on its own. Like, that's disruption in its own right. And the fact that they are siding, the law has decided to impact this. That kid he's not even privy to this information.
Yeah.
So he doesn't even he's not even being held accountable for that action.
And you know,
I
somebody.
think he's even back in
Yeah.
school, and he'll just be like
now,
pumping
like,
the same, like
behavior.
last time the now mangisa no mangisa.
And someone was saying, you know, because of that, even for him to go to another school would be difficult.
Yes.
Because other people have seen, you want to bring us this problem.
No.
Now, from Kese to Kaka.
Yes.
No.
Nonsense. That's how
So
Queen.
it's a train. So even the parents also need to see like one and one situation here.
Yes.
One adengeza ava nava. So if they still don't even like back that whole scenario,
And you know the thing about that, the flow of education there has literally stopped a little bit because for teachers, paskuru apo,
yeah, no, it's an impact here.
the learning is not like constant there. So like they're having that challenge of now my teachers know, but like okay, of course they'll be back. I don't know how back they'll be soon, but the flow of learning there has stopped there.
So it's crazy. But again, to the teachers, like when it comes to discipline, the way some are lamenting, like, no, we have to discipline. Yes, discipline are many, but people need to move away from that whole physical thing of caning people and versus inflicting the physical violence on the pupil. Because with that, there's also another danger to it. You know, there's a story that I remember somebody was telling me, a teacher saying, you know, seeing of where the kids haven't done work in class, you're calling them, you're hammering them. Then this one kid, like, the same way he hit the other kids, this kid just went swollen and red. Like, now he started getting like, hey, what's going on?
Yes.
You know, what's happening to this child? And this child just went into this whole, like, flare-up, which was bad, which looks like, was this a normal beating or what's this? You know, because, like, the child's skin or whatever it is, just the type that just puffs up to any, like, physical dent or anything else.
Get yourself
So
in
from there, I was
trouble
like,
now.
like with beating kids, like people's children, strict.
Yeah, that's tricky.
You know, different students who come, they might have different conditions and also. And like you said, it's a mental thing.
It's a mental thing. Yes.
It's a mental thing. You have to be trained enough to know how to handle the mentalities in there. And it starts from which means there's a problem in how they're being handling from the base there.
From the
Just there.
Yeah. But that's that. With the teachers, we furwa sana with respect to this whole situation.
Yeah.
All we are saying is discipline them. Not to kubalekele, discipline them, but not in the way you're thinking here physical and you have your processes of escalation. If you thought mama punishment, mama tapilisha machitana just kick them out of school. There's no need for all of that drama mambo ku type ama coffee in the student.
And just reflectively, all the time, when impacting like knowledge to the young, always marry their faults with the consequence.
Yes.
This is why you are getting punished.
Yes.
Because of A, B, C.
D.
I mean, if you hear the young man when he's cussing out, clearly he has not understood why he was getting the beating. That's why he was answering the way he was saying, no, as old as you are busy attacking me in this sense. Some of you have you see, he's there, he still didn't get it.
No.
And the fact that this has even gone now, obviously the law has jumped in as tizawa manga bachabel. Again, it still hasn't reflected on that young mind.
What
because
he's doing
just
wrong.
Imagine now the arrogance that he has now. Extra. Imagine the school even just because this thing where people want to pacify situations like no school so that my problems are avoided. Just imagine now, just the arrogance in that young mind. That young mind is ready, like, you end up issues upon my teacher.
Do
you want that in the video?
The arrogance now comes in.
Yes.
Comes in now.
Then now, what grade was that young guy? Whatever grade, imagine he's still now climbing through those ranks. School. That person now is in society.
Yes.
What kind of person do we have in society?
And you see, that's why the danger is.
You think of it like that, huh?
Yes. When what the students are learning now is what they're going to take into society. So if what they start perceiving or an environment that's created around them is where there's no consequence for their action, you create very dangerous people. And even the parents themselves, this is a mistake they make. Because you'll be, but there'll come a point where even you now, you have to bite the dust for that.
Okay.
Because I guess I'm changing it, and then now, you reach that point where, hey, how are you shupa? Hey, what? Because when they're young, it looks like it's an innocent thing. How much am I what's this?
Yes.
But they are cool. Like the Bible says, spare the rod and spoil the child. So discipline the children. Make sure these people are behaving. What's this? Not from one age stuff if you at home they do what they want. When they go to school, they want to be a menace. No one can control them. Those are dangerous people to have in society.
That's dangerous.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on to our next one.
Yeah.
This is the man we usually talk about in this podcast.
Yeah.
Thank you for giving us the numbers that you give us when we talk about you.
Like you gotta know.
Most of the times we talk about him, the numbers go up.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. I think his episode or the clip that we have out there talking about him is our highest in terms of viewership.
Oh, that's the one in the comments. Some guy said something about us.
Yes.
Yes.
It's
So
probably related to him, man.
The man in
they're also human. They could be related to other. This guy's talking about my cousin.
Yeah. That's my daddy, man.
That's the one who gives me the moolah.
This guy pays for my wife,
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, so the man in question is Chile One Mr Zambia.
My nigga.
Yeah, so the whole situation here is there's a video of him ranting. He's kind of talking to his haters, because people were tossing for him, they were dissing him like, man, you look dirty, you need to start bathing. A few celebrities chimed in, no, you need to learn how to dress here and whatnot. So I think he was not too amused at that. So he went to the rant at Chadi. I'm getting a lot of money. I get paid every minute I'm talking.
Yeah, one of the things he said is that he's using an 80,000
my phone
kwacha
is
phone.
80,000.
Yeah, yo is using a 2,000 kwacha phone. The difference, bruh. You're shitting on them like all out.
He was
Yeah. He says like, if you're
yeah.
the man is about to get married, right? Like
He's married now.
He's married now.
Has his wedding gone through? It was just
No. That was a Chilanga later. So he's about to get married. So of course, by Tambaga Chisa. So I like, but them Chishira fiance. No, I didn't say this. He said it.
Yeah.
On the video.
The videos.
That's you, man.
He said this. When we meet, it's like, so do I want it? And I said, no, man, I'm just speaking. Man. Yeah, but anyway.
But that's the situation. So,
Yeah.
It's been taken with mixed feelings. Some people kind of feel like, no, he should be humble when people are giving him advice. He's become arrogant because now his music is popping. Like, he's gotten to where he is. He's become a big deal, so he's kind of becoming arrogant. There are all these sentiments about it. Yeah.
Okay.
But what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, like if you've been phone before, like I don't think fame quite like a manual book.
Yeah.
Everybody when they get there, of course you will have like a team, like a management team. They're telling you what, but it's not all the time that people are there to grab your phone away or maybe say you can't say this, you can say that. Sometimes you would feel wake up fee. Sometimes another check in. I'm chilling sana bro, we're all human at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You can't say that if you have to left I know I'm being professional. No. At some point you could even see your maps and the wife just get on obviously that they after that they thought that was not also cool, They thought about it at some points, but then they thought like, you know what? No.
I used to bash your maps a lot.
Yeah.
He's emotional. He needs to know how to handle like the crowds and everything and whatnot. Until people started talking shit about us. It was just like, why you gotta say that about me? You too, man.
Like what is it people?
Because people, like what I've learned ever since doing this podcast is people talk nonsense on
People are
social
gonna
media.
talk.
People will come at you with the most ridiculous things.
Yeah.
Over things that, just ridiculous. You're out here making a podcast. Like one guy was insinuating, like, no, there's an episode where we're talking about men. Like there's a law that's been passed in SA.
Yeah.
I think it was passed. I'm not sure if it was passed or not, but the whole idea was is it okay for a man to take his wife's surname?
Yeah.
That was the whole topic we were talking about.
Right.
Then somebody writes in there, no. You guys are the ones ruining our society. We know you're being paid, you're being sponsored, you're being funded. And I'm like, bruh, all this money coming out my pocket. I haven't even been paid. I was so touched. I was like,
Nothing yet been.
this is all. No one is paying me. No one puts a coin in this except for us. Yeah, like, you know.
We're just organizing ourselves
Yeah,
and
just
getting into the
organizing
picture.
ourselves, then somebody comes and said, no, that's why I feel obviously promoter
LGBTQ.
Yeah, but that's social media, man. Like people can be ruthless on these apps and there's a whole element of being removed.
Yeah.
So people just type. But let them face-to-face data and
dating. No, because you're in the veil of
Yes.
the internet. Like, but come on, now there's
there's cyber now.
There's cyber, so you have to be careful.
Yeah.
You know, one thing I've noticed about this thing with the fame thing. So it's like this. I've also noticed how, like us or our musicians, like what people reply to. When you go to any famous person's thing, you just try to see this. The positive comments, niggas is not replying to that. They're going to reply to someone saying, so the mandem is going to reply to that.
Yes.
So then what do you think people are going to do?
I want to speak to the celebrity.
Yeah, because now, like, that's the only way. So I saw this one time. So he comments on a celebrity's thing, like with a negative comment.
Yeah.
So then he was just waiting for that thing. So the guy responds, and then he was like, because then the artist is like, I think he was just okay. If he like, no, he just like put him in his place. Then he was like, no, thank you so much for replying to me. What? Then I was like, and then that was like a very negative comment.
Yeah.
And then you see, so then I go on this thing, and it's everywhere. This is on Instagram, on what?
Yeah.
They're always replying to negative comments.
Yes.
Comments after, you're my number one, you're my what? They're not replying to that. You'll never get a reply, maybe once in a while. But then you reply to the guy and say, nah, I saw you, your car broke down, you're looking like shit, you ain't shit. That guy is going to reply to that.
Yeah.
That's just how it's going to go. He's going to reply to that. No, and then the guy's like, no, thank you so much. I was like, some shit. That's like this guy is like, yo, man. But you have to reply once in a while there to have engagement, kind of, for your page.
You know, I think like negativity is just that way.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It sticks out like a sore thumb.
That's
it's very hard to ignore it.
Yeah.
No, but remember, there's a saying: bad press brings more publicity. Yeah.
Good publicity is also
bad publicity is good.
So that's what's working, I guess, these days.
Yeah, but I think so it's those things, you know, like for people, the negativity is a way of like I think there's a lot of miserable people who are not happy with what they are doing.
People are not happy,
Yeah,
you know.
so when they see somebody, it's an easy target. Like, the only way for them to come up is to bring the other person down so that you level up. Like I can't get up where you are, but I can knock you down.
Yeah.
So that we are both on the same level. Then that will make me feel better. Like
at least,
yeah.
Or
that's what that negativity is.
Or just like rappers say, right? Like they'll love you, then they'll hate you, then they'll love you again. But then the thing with that, how it works with this fame, with this celebrity thing, is that, you know, when you're just like, everyone likes a story where like, oh no, nezovutika, nezovutika paja by nawe bantu kai paja bantu by nawe ulangiza tu ina strength ungazibiki bazangara nayo maya ukangara nayo just stuff on that wangara professional manje, and there's a certain usunga bwele that boy ashaka mina tiashe ano, you can't do that anymore now. There's a management team now. So maya baja bazambira outside manje number of panga shani. So now they'll start hating on you now. People now see you patari. So they'll start hating on you patari. Umafpanga, because now unanga professional, so umafpanga guy. So you see, so they will love you, they hate you, and then maybe eventually they will love you again according to what you do with your career within that same space.
That's true.
So
Now my take on this, he should like there's two ways like to deal with these issues. And either you just take the advice and you do what you have to do. I mean, this is like what he should have done is pick the context of where this negativity is coming from. And then, is it something I should react to? Yes. Is it something that I shouldn't react to? No. I mean, you can pick it like that. If you've noticed, like Maps has got this thing where there's certain things he responds to,
Yes.
and then there's certain things he
You
just
want,
like.
yeah.
I mean, that's maturity in entertainment right there. So,
But he's also just gotten to that level now. Also,
yeah, he's
because
gotten
before
to-
he was doing the same thing.
yes, it's like a transitioning. Yes.
Yeah. And
But,
then
but then again, it's like what Mr. Man always talks about. These are people from our society.
Yeah.
Started from the bottom, now we here.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, snap, man. You can't tell me. You can't tell me nothing, man. I got an 80,000 phone.
But you know, may I side with him? Like,
Yeah.
let him flex a bit. Let him flex. If you want to say that, let him say that. There's this thing in our society where we're like I'm saying, it's another form of bringing people down.
Yeah.
But you take it from the moral angle,
No,
where you say, no, now Shwaka inga kwa tempia taifa no. Let him enjoy his money. Let him feed himself a bit.
Tari afuma
And then
guys.
some people, like I'm saying, like some people are saying, like I saw another person kind of saying, no, Tabachitafia, you know, you need to be humble. You have to listen to advice. So you can see that now, even if it's saying that you need to be humble, it's like you're not saying it out of like good intent. It's just the way like you trying to know you take a punch.
Like you,
like you
like
got money,
you
but
shouldn't say anything.
Yeah. Like you now got that tumpia, but you were free you know that type of thing.
Yeah.
Trying to like little homie him. No, he's the man. He
like
got
you're
a
still the
dog,
little homie.
Let him feed
Did
himself a
you
bit.
remember the video where he remember when he had a wreck with the wreck?
Oh yeah.
The comments there. Hey, when I
No,
let him, man.
let him. You know, people want you to be walking around like that. You walk around like an apology, bro. You've got over 1 million kwacho then. What I look like?
Like Brian came from nothing.
Yeah, bro. Let him flex. Like as far as I'm concerned, he's not obnoxious in what he does.
No.
And he pretty much sticks to himself.
I was also saying that because you look scrappy and dirty. And I was like, nah, this man is an artist, man. He's in his zone.
And
like.
he said something. Yes.
He said that.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. He said it's Kanye. No.
If I'm for where they type,
Oh, type Yabena Kanye.
You know, if for 12 finish,
Yeah.
songs hit. If you don't like them, come for him.
Yeah, chap. Okay, I mean, okay, that's okay.
Let him be. It's not. You know, there are certain people. Yes, they are obnoxious with their wealth.
Yeah.
Where, like, it's always hey, you know, so mure bombesha. Hey, wait. That why should never happen. You know, this dude or chick just mysteriously pops up with a whole bunch of money and keeps giving this to my slogans. Yeah. I hate that shit.
Atimule bombesha but tumuntu apoka generation of wealth.
Okay. And some people, you know, we don't know who they're linked to. We don't know how they've come into wealth. It's always just umuntu naresa. But the backstory is
Zero.
different.
Zero.
You know? We know how things operate in this country, but for my man, let him feel himself.
Yeah.
Don't be haters, man. Go get your own 80,000 phone, man.
Yeah.
Go get your own solar so that you can have the geezer on all the time, man.
Yeah.
All
All the time.
Not me ever. He's Kanye type. If he's a bit scrappy, let him be, dog. Don't be haters.
Yeah. That's wild.
Yeah, because it's for real. It's another form of jealousy. Yeah, because I'm even better. I would rather have somebody who just comes at me like, "Hey, sick" or something like that, because it's obvious. But there are those people who try to play like as though they want to help you, but in actuality, they're just trying to belittle you or still bring you down in some way.
Little nigga, you.
No, just be humble. Bro, do you have the money that I have? Are you experiencing what I'm experiencing?
Are you experiencing
from
this?
where I'm from, bro? I get it, it's advice, but yeah, you don't mean any good.
Yeah.
If you meant that shit, just send me a private message, dog.
Yeah, that's the.
You know, so it's all those things. But it was I like the rant, you know, where he goes on and he says, like, no, talk your shit, man.
You know, just like as we close up on that, just like there was that interview Kanye West with Morgan Pierce.
Yeah.
Then he was like, "Hey, man, like, do you have more money than me?" Then the guy, the Morgan man, he's like, And unfortunately, nah. Then he was like, yeah, you can't give me advice. I'm going to work. So he was like, nah. So that's the reason why when I'm speaking, you should listen. I was like,
okay.
Okay, that's him, right?
Disclaimer again.
Yeah.
We're not saying that no one can advise you when you have money.
No.
But I think there's
Absolutely
there's a
no.
way in which you can tell when people are being genuine.
Yeah,
Some people are not genuine. They'll come in the
No,
name
no,
of
no.
advice, but
Yeah, it's
hate,
not even
Spiteful,
advice.
Yeah, it's
they come
spiteful.
with spite.
Like, I mean, if you really feel for the dude, why are you coming up here telling all of us that? Why don't you just call him direct or send him a DM and say, bro,
Yeah.
this issue that these guys are talking about, I think there's a lot of nonsense, but there's some few pointers you can take. I think you should take it in this way.
Yeah.
Chap, and if you still don't want to receive it, then so be it. Because again, if you just rubbish everything, say that, no, because you don't have more money than me, then you shouldn't. No, that's dangerous.
Yeah, then it's
Because there's a lot of idiots with money. You
Yeah.
know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, but this was just like in context with
but
Chile
in
One.
context to the Chile One.
Yeah.
Hey, let that man breathe, man.
Let him flex a bit. Na kwatako itepin phone. Era mumsearcha. Kare for ya futhi again if he's got this thing on himself now. Like so funny I say when some guys near 80 so.
Yeah.
Bro, you've got bodyguards all the time you move, my nigga.
And
No.
also on the upside, this is good publicity because here we're talking about it.
Yeah.
And that on a certain level sustains a lot of
The
artists'
name
careers.
keeps there. It keeps
It
popping up
keeps
too.
him as a brand up there.
All the time. That's all
But
right.
yeah, that's it, guys. Get your own 80,000 phones. Get your solar so that your geezer don't go off. And we'll see you on the next one.
Thank you.
Later.
Peace out.